We have been dealing with some issues with our son, my husband Scott and I, for probably the last 9 months on the severe end with anxiety, attention deficit, and a little bit of OCD. And the teachers at school have talked with us quite a bit that they've had issues in class. And we were having issues with him melting down at home as well. We took Angelo to see a psychologist to deal with his anxiety issues, and we also took him to a psychiatrist that he prescribed medication for his attention deficit issues. We didn't see really much of an improvement at all with the anxiety, and we saw a decent amount of improvement with the attention deficit in class, but we just had so many other issues with him in terms of behavioral issues, on a daily basis, crying, fits, meltdowns. It was getting to the point where it was unbearable. He started on one medication, increased the dosage, moved to another medication, until we finally fine-tuned it as much as we can. We didn't expect miracles. We didn't expect him to not have any attention issues. We finally got him regulated to the point that he is doing much better, but I feel, and my husband feels, that it has a lot to do with brain balance as well. Starting in first grade, he's in second grade now, his teacher had to call us on a regular basis. He became a disruption to the class, distracted by fellow students, not paying attention with directions, not focusing, and she really brought the attention issue to us. We started at that point to have him see a psychiatrist, and when he moved into second grade, we thought things were a little bit better, but they continued to get worse. Just the attention was not there. His grades were suffering somewhat. We were having a lot of issues with reading and comprehension, so we really knew that we needed to do something. Now, we've seen a drastic improvement. He's been coming to Brain Balance at the end of March. Everybody here told us there would be some sort of a regression, maybe a few weeks in. It's a possibility, and we did see that. And it was somewhat frustrating, but we knew to expect it. Probably over the last 3 to 4 weeks, there's been a drastic improvement, so much to the point that his teacher contacted me at the beginning of this week and said to me, "Nicole, we've probably had the best 2 weeks we've had in quite some time with him, with focusing and listening and getting his work done." I think it's really interesting. First, I will say that the staff is amazing. I feel that they're like family. I could tell they genuinely care about my son. No matter who he meets with, there's a bond. They all know him. They know what his needs are. They know his personality. He has even said to them that he feels stronger. He feels like he's doing much better, and he can see the difference. So it's become a routine. We do exercises outside of his regular sessions here, but it's comfortable, it's easy, it's natural, and we're very happy with it. I've learned that routine is really important when it comes to my son. And I've learned that there's no perfect. Every child is different. There are things that are always going to need to be worked on and developed. But my husband and I have learned how to deal with his issues in a much better way than we did before. I mean, I know I could always go to Lauren, who's the director. She's given me so many tips that have really helped us deal with our son, and in turn helped his behavior issues at home. So it's wonderful. What I really like about Brain Balance is that in the beginning, when you have the cognitive and the sensory assessments, in addition to the parent questionnaires, they really do pinpoint what the issues are with your child, what needs to be developed, what needs to be worked on. And without us even telling them specific incidents that we've been dealing with at home, they told us, which was really nice. So they knew really what needed to be developed, worked on, what exercises would need to be done. So they tailored the home exercises, they tailored the sensory within the sessions, and they tailored the cognitive. So he enjoys it. In the beginning, he did fight it, but anything with change, especially with an 8-year-old, is going to happen. But they really did pinpoint what the issues were, and they're helping. They are. I have to say, my husband and I were always hopeful. We always felt that something could help our son. We never expected him to be fixed, and I think that's a problem that a lot of parents have. There is no fixing, there's no perfect. I think it's helping children develop to a point that they've adapted to life, to handling situations, and we have been very satisfied with what has happened with him, with the changes that we've seen. So we were positive from the beginning, and I know there are a lot of skeptics, but if you want to find bad in something, you're going to find it, but I can tell you there's so much good that it can't be disputed. I really think persistence on the parents' part is important, because if you come in here expecting to drop your child off 3 times a week for an hour and for them to have a miraculous change, it's not going to happen. If you don't follow through with the program at home, if you don't listen to them regarding what you need to do, regarding nutrition, you're not going to see the improvement to the degree that you would expect, and you're not going to see the development as in a positive way as efficiently as if you follow the program at home. And I could tell you, my son did not want to do the exercises at home. Working in tandem with the counselors here, with the director, they were very helpful in encouraging him and telling him how important it is, because unfortunately kids don't always want to listen to their parents, and having the support here is tremendous. I really want people to know that this program works. I unfortunately know a few people that are doubtful, are skeptical, and question things like this. It's not traditional, it's newer, it's whatever they want to say, but I wanted people to know that for my son and the improvements that I've seen, it's real, and we're very, very happy with it. And every child is different. Every child is going to develop to a certain degree. So parents need to understand, again, your child is not going to be fixed. There's no fixing a child. There's no perfect. But I really do believe that Brain Balance is helping my son be the best person he can be. I believe Brain Balance works. I really do. We've seen a difference in our son that we can't even express how appreciative we are. It's amazing. It's amazing. There absolutely is hope.